Alvarez just taking too long
bro.
since here.
Oh yeah, Alvarez is gonna come to PSG, guys. I'm calling it now. He's
Yeah,
going to angle. He's
after
going to
this,
cry in January. He's going
Yeah.
to be crying. I want to come to PSG, and at that point, the Barcola contract negotiations, like what's gonna happen? That's what I'm scared of now. Like,
Oh. The thing is, I'm not like. Do you guys want Alvarez?
yes, yes, yes.
As in, I'm a bit like in two ways about it because obviously, if you bring Alvarez, he basically has to start for you, and Alvarez, if he comes to PSG, he wants to play in his preferred position, which is as the
Yeah,
central.
nine.
forward.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
as
gonna be
the
the
nine.
nine. He's
Yeah.
gonna be the
So
nine.
if you do that, well, Dembele is gonna have to go back to the wing, which I mean, still fine.
I mean, it's yes and no, Junior. This was a huge difference from Lucho's first season to second season. The first season, Dembele was holding the width, and Hakimi was inverting. Even so many
Yeah,
goals
a
we
lot,
scored, Hakimi
underlapping a
inverting.
lot.
The,
Yeah, yeah.
the second season, though, in the beginning of the season when Dembele played as a winger, Hakimi was holding the width, and Dembouz was going inside. Same with Due. When he plays as a winger, it's Hakimi who's holding the width, and Due goes inside. So even if Alvarez comes, Dembele will still be in very similar
Closer
positions.
to goal. He'll be closer to goal. Like
Yeah,
we're just
he
so
will.
fluid. We're just too
We
fluid.
will have Alvarez on top of that,
Yeah.
a top goal scorer.
As in, my thing would be if Alvarez was willing
Then
to
we don't
be.
need like Junior, for example. Who was the position slash player we wanted for this winter? It was a raw winger, left-footed raw winger. We're looking at
Yeah,
Akhleo. We
yeah.
get Dembouz. We
True,
get
that's true.
Dembouz as the raw
But then,
winger signing.
but I think Dembele now is better at 9 than he is as a. Or he's just so good as a number 9 that you don't want to take him away from that, right? And even if let's say, okay, you're happy to go and put Dembele back onto the wing again, then that basically means that well, you can't.
He's
You're
not
gonna
really
have.
on the wing, but I get what you're saying.
But as in you'll move him further out wide. We'll say like further. He won't be as central as he's currently, right? He won't like he'll be in similar positions, but he'll will have to naturally be a bit further out wide. And even beyond that, that would mean that now currently you've got 3 positions to be shared with 4 players: Dembele, Doué, Kvara, Barcola. If you bring Alvarez, that's 3 positions for 5
the
players.
thing is, like, it could be in possession, Dembele, because you got to understand, it's Lucho's system is 5 in, 5 out. So the 5 players that are inside the block, that are playing inside the block, Dembele and Alvarez can coexist as
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing
as
with
those players
Alvarez
inside the
Jr.
block.
He's
So
not
it's
a
just
Gonzalo Ramos. He's not a Haaland.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Alvarez
he's
will be dropping, and then Dembouz will take his place, and then Khvicha is here. For example, this is the game versus Brest, one of my favorite Dembele performances. Played as a winger, that sense is the false nine Barcola. You can see Hakimi is the one holding most of the width. Dembele is still winger, but as you can see, he's always going inside, and he scored a brace this game. You remember the header?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the game against Monaco? Remember Kvara's the game Kvara scored his first goal
Yeah.
against Monaco? Yeah, Dembele moved to the wing in the second half in that game, scored a goal.
Scored a brace that game.
But do you guys think
Yeah,
if
brace,
we
you're
get
right,
if we
you're
get
right,
if
you're
we get Alvarez, are we gonna be able to keep all 5 of like our attackers?
No, as
Bro,
Tosin said,
Ramos got a
Barcola
big
then
Ben.
Barcola.
It'll be tough though to
Like, as in-
make everyone somebody
Yeah,
gonna
I
have
guess
to be
we'll hope for
sacrificed.
injury. We'll hope for injuries one at a time.
And like even and then you also think, okay, not only that, but then will you also be able to have space for a Mbai and Jontu and Kang and
Come on,
like
man.
as in Kang, I'm okay.
Nobody cares.
The
about
thing is,
that.
bro, Junior,
Come
like
on, man.
Luis Enrique rotates like no one. I remember I watched a thing Opta analyst did right before the Champions League final versus Inter. Most teams, they have a lot of players that play like 90 to 100%. PSG, basically all of their players, I think it was 75% mark.
Yeah, no player.
played more
Yeah,
than
no player.
70% of the available games. So,
Barco was the closest to that.
and I think stronger competition will just improve everything. And obviously, Desire Doué Jr., from what we saw
play
from
as him,
this
yeah,
game,
he can
can
play
play in the midfield. So,
Yeah, but like
like
that's the
anyone
thing.
can get injured, and it's not a problem for us.
True. I just feel like ultimately, I feel like what it would come to is if we did get Alvarez, even not for maybe this season, but like for future seasons afterwards, it's basically either Alvarez or Barcola. I feel like we'd have to choose between one of the two.
I mean, I take the better player, and I love Barcola, man. But
I think what I would say is I think Alvarez, like I think Dembele does a lot what Alvarez can do, and obviously, but the thing is, that Dembele can go play on the wing. But the thing is, though, I don't think we have another profile like Barcola at the club. We have nobody that we can spring in behind and be cause so much havoc. If you bring Alvarez,
No, we
yes,
don't.
he's more technical, so on and so forth, but he offers us
But the
something
thing is,
different.
like, but you know, yeah, no one can do it to the level Barcola does it. But you know, Nuno can get him behind. Hakimi gets him behind often.
Yeah, but
You know,
all of the times though, it's like it's a Nuno pass that springs Barcola like on the goal, right? And also,
yeah.
there's the purely sporting aspect, but there's also the somewhat aspect of like, I don't know, man. It might sound
But
like,
the thing is, like,
oh,
we've had our games where we've played without Barcola and we've looked super. Like, one of the most fluid games we've ever played was the Villa game, the 3-1 first leg.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Like, the way we moved the ball that game
yeah, true,
and the
but
rotations between the front three, Kavara, Due, and Dembuz. Like, we have so many different ways we can play. That's the thing. Like,
yeah, I think the thing is also that I've got is like it's sort of the thing of like it's gonna sound corny, but also loyalty. Like I also think like we also have to remember PSG wanted Alvarez from City and he turned us down and is like, oh, I want to go to Atletico Madrid, right? And Barcola, basically, you could argue like at the time, especially when the transfer happened, used to like had to like sacrifice a bit of his reputation at Lyon and whatnot to come to PSG, so on and so forth. And I feel now like for Alvarez to now be like, oh no, I actually don't really like my situation and come to PSG, which fine, but if that means sacrificing Barcola, I'm not sure. Like,
no,
and
I'm
and
not
I mean,
doing that. To be honest, I'm not doing.
we don't even have to
I
think
thought
about it
about
from
it.
the
I'm not
perspective
doing that.
of Barcola.
Barcola might explode, dude.
No, we
Genuinely
don't
might
even have to
explode.
think about the Barcola. Wait, Tosun, would you say to some extent we're holding Barcola back? And I'm not saying tactically like Lewis said. I'm just saying I don't think maybe Barcola can reach his full potential if he doesn't become the main man.
If Barcola's platform to be the main man, yeah, Barcola could be.
I mean,
Oh
I don't
Lord,
know
In the sense
because
of Mbappe, like Barcola has many similarities to Mbappe, runner in behind.
exactly. Yeah,
I just think though
Thierry
that
Henry. He's a son of Thierry Henry, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think especially like if you told me as good as you could argue, like obviously Alvarez, technically so on and so forth, Ben Barker, but I think for his profile, I think I think Barcola suits us better. And that's not even to talk about then like the finance. If you like
For
the
sure.
financials, of course we could. I mean, in fairness, probably wouldn't cost us so much financially because if we were to get rid of Barcola, we're selling him for 130
Yeah,
plus whatever it would
basically
be.
minus plus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we probably
But see, like you see all the minutes we get for like Gonzalo was able to have.
yeah. But the thing is though, is that Gonzalo is willing to like he sort of understands that he's second fiddle. Would
Yeah, but
But
Junior, that's
Gonzalo's
where
played
it
a
comes in.
lot. Gonzalo's actually
Well,
played
you
a
mentioned
lot more than we
Alvarez
think.
Junior, Paris Saint Germain will definitely use. Oh, we wanted you back then, you didn't want, and now you come calling us, and we'll make sure to say, first of all, wage wise, I think we won't give him that high of a wage as maybe he should have,
mm-hmm,
because he's the one coming back to us.
yeah.
And the secondary thing is, we'll tell him you will not be like a
You're not a guaranteed
guarantee.
starter. You're
Yeah,
not a
yeah, you
guarantee.
have to fight for your spot. Maybe
Hmm.
sometimes you start, maybe sometimes someone else starts ahead of you, just like everyone else. You will not get some kind of superficial treatment. And not like we're discussing Barcola sacrificing. So I think we can have all five. It's like Madrid. Madrid had Bale, Benzema, Ronaldo, Isco, James, Rodriguez. That's basically it. I
Yeah,
know
but okay.
James at the end wanted to leave and so on, but
But I
Bro,
mean,
at a point they had
how many years did they have James though? Like
at a point
James,
that bro, at a point Madrid had like Ozil, Di Maria, Benzema, Higuain,
yeah,
Cristiano.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah. But then the question is, how long did that last? Were the two like two
for like
years?
So,
Were
3-4 years. Like
no, no, it wasn't. That's what
what do you
maybe like
mean? Yeah, three,
two.
4 years.
and the Mourinho,
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Like a good
So
three,
wait,
four,
hold on.
five
So
years.
so like Ozil left in 2012. Higuain left in 20.
No, Ozil left in 2013.
No, he left in
left in
2012 because
2013.
he had.
No,
Remember
he
he
left in 2013. He left in 2013.
was it 2013.
Yeah, 2013. Because 13-14 was his first
Yeah,
season at Arsenal.
yo, they had Kaká as well.
Yeah, they had Kaká as well. Yeah, you're right.
Hold on, 2013.
And look, Junior, injuries are gonna happen, suspensions, all of this. So, I think we don't even have. You know who will get sacrificed? It's Gonzalo. Gonzalo needs to fucking leave this club
No, he needs to.
immediately.
He needs to dip out. Dip. I'm
Immediately.
sorry.
I don't know, man. I also think. Oof. Actually, you know what? I actually really do see. I could see Lucho actually going and saying no to Alvarez, because you know how the policy of like if you don't want to come to the club, then we're not going to go and overspend.
Yeah.
And we had like
That's
Lenny
what happened
Yoro.
with Cherky, right? You think that's what happened with Cherky?
There's some aspect of that, but like I remember Lenny Yoro initially, like he wanted like to go to Madrid, but Madrid weren't willing, and PSG had put an offer, and then he came back and said, "Oh, can I come?" And PSG like no.
Exactly.
But I think like okay, if you go and say and Luis Enrique really wanted Alvarez, and Alvarez was like, "No, I'm gonna go to Luis Enrique to Lucho Simeone," and then he's gonna come back and say, "Oh, I want to come and play."
The thing is, though, Lenioro did it in a filthy way. Because we'd been after Lenioro for like a year, talking with his agent. Alvarez, it was like we went in for him. Atletico had already started. And we're like, Alvarez, would you like to join? And he was like, I've already picked Atletico Madrid. I think he did it in a way more respectful way. So I don't think Lucho's like, Alvarez, no, the dude that rejected us. He's like, no, he opted for that. Maybe in the future. Like, even Lenioro Jr., I could see him come to PSG in the future.
Right. I mean,
On our terms. On our terms.
try, but I think it'd be the same thing here. But I'm also thinking because like you think Alvarez, it's like the reason he went to Atletico Madrid in the first place was because he wasn't getting enough playing time in his preferred position at City. And if he comes to PSG, unless you're gonna basically like if he gets his way, he'll be a starter and he'll be the starting number 9. So we'd bring in Alvarez to start over Dembele. Even me,
No,
like
he's not starting over Dembele.
But the thing is,
like, you know, Dembele's the guy. Like, what are you even doing?
no, but as in he'll come in and go, and Dembele would.
Think about it as Suarez. Suarez came into Barca. Messi went from false 9 to the wing.
No, but Messi even before, like I mean, even the year before in 13-14, Messi was still predominantly playing as a winger because you know you had what's his name he's the Chilean Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez was like even then before.
Messi was playing centrally then. He was playing.
As in, well, Messi always will go and play, you know, more centrally.
Messi moved to the wing. Messi moved to the wing in 14-15 out of necessity for the team. But before that, he wasn't really playing on the wing. Not since like maybe like what the Pep years.
I don't know. I mean, listen, it's sort of also one of like if Alvarez is available, you sort of have to go on with him.
Yeah, but you don't fuck with Argentinians though.
Oh yeah, I say it's true.
No, he's a good one. He's a good one. He wasn't singing on the bus. He wasn't.
Yo, someone says I feel Isak should have gone to PSG. Thank God we dodged that fucking bullet, man.
The thing is, RJ, you can say this about any player. I think if you're a football player and you don't want to be at PSG, and this is by far the best place to be at. Take Pedri from Barca, put him at PSG. Pedri looks better. Take any player in the world you want, put him here. This is by far highest quality, best system.
No. Don't say take any player. Don't take it. It's hella bums out there. You gotta be of the 1%.
Look at Gonzalo, man. Gonzalo had like 28 GA. Like he's not scraping 11 at Lazio.
I know, but like you could put a plank of wood at number 9, and a plank of wood would get double-digit goals. You know.
Yeah, and that even goes more to the Barcola points. I think even if Barcola looks at the point like, oh, maybe I could go to another club, get a huge wage, become the star man, you can't leave PSG now, man. That's something that's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. This is a dynasty.
But that's what. But he doesn't want to get a raise while being a PSG player. He doesn't want to get that raise in an extension. You know, he just wants to probably just ride out, probably play 3 years at PSG, 3 years of his contract, and then get that raise with a Premier League club. It's disgusting what Barcola might do to us, man.
No. Let's not do this.
No, I mean, I think it's piss business. I would say, like, well, we'll see. I don't know. I really like Barcola. I really like Barcola.
Nah, he a genius, man. 'Cause
Honestly, I think
if he stays and we have that five, like those
No, I-
five options in the front line. And honestly, wait, Due would probably be in the midfield.
then you have to get rid of what Fabian in the midfield.
No, that's the thing. We don't have to get rid because we don't need to have like a set starting 11.
True. I mean, we rotate a lot, but as in the thing is though, is
Fabian
that like
getting older, and we're looking to extend him, but only a short one. But obviously, we have Mayula coming up as well.
that's the thing too. Like when you go and you think that like
I mean, would y'all flip Mayu?
no. My